Hi, everybody. Sorry, I'm exactly 1 hour late. Saturday's getting out of routine and got distracted. So here we are, 1 hour late, but hey, cacti number, cactus number 30 is going to have a tall, thin body today. And we're going to put some spikes on it as well. Again, you can put the projections wherever you want them. You don't have to be exactly where I put them. And again, if I can find my rubber, yes, you can rub it out lightly so that the lines don't show through. Okay, so next is, what colour shall we make it? I've got 2 yellow, got lots of green, so we need not green again. A blue based colour, I think. So let's do it this sort of cobalt colour. I know that there aren't many blue cacti, but there are a few around. The bunny ears that I did a couple of days ago, they come in a sort of a blue-green colour, which is really lovely. And there's a lot of blue-green tints in cacti. So just go for it. You don't have to do them these colours. You can make up your own or stick rigidly to the natural colours of cacti. It's up to you. But to balance my sheet, I'm going to do this one blue. And this is the last one on this sheet. So what should we do the pot? Let's see. Let's do it. There's too much green down the bottom here, I think. A yellow or a red? A red, maybe. Let's do a red. I've got this rose madder, which is a nice colour. And remember, the rose madder is a red that sits on the side of pink. It's used a lot for floral, botanical painting in watercolour. So if you like your flowers, then go ahead and use it for those. I'm currently working on some daffodil paintings for the National Botanic Garden of Wales, and they should be up in February. So if you fancy painting some daffodils, then have a look on my YouTube site through February and wait for them to pop up. They should be ready in time for St. David's Day, which is on the 1st of March, the day before my birthday. So there we have. I've just put a little bit of indigo on one side of these projections just to make it feel a little bit more 3D. I've just been teaching my international students, youngsters from China, Japan, Singapore, Korea, USA, all over the place, about 3D and 2D and what the difference is. And we've been looking at Henry Moore, which has been really lovely. Okay, so once you've got that in, we can put some prickles on. And I'm going to put some green prickles on this time. We've painted that quite quickly, actually. Is it dry? Check to see if it's dry first. remember what I said about just touching it, and you can see that by just touching it, just left a little mark there. So that means it's not dry. You can tilt your paper to see if it's shiny. Just dry it off with a hairdryer if you've got one. Okay, that should be plenty. Okay, brush rolling off the table. Okay, and then in with the prickles. Check you don't have too much water on your brush by just wiping it off on the edge of a pot or on the edge of your pan of colour, and then you can put your prickles on. So can you see I'm working from the cactus outwards, and that just means that I'll end up with a point rather than a stubby edge. Again, put some looking like they're coming out from behind, and that'll help with the 3D effect, the perspective. Put some on the main body as well. Try and change the rhythm of the way that you put the prickles down. Turn your hand so that the rhythm changes, the way that you apply the paint, and have them going off in different directions. I think that's quite nice. Okay, a little bit more shadow on this. All I'm doing is adding a little bit more of the red onto this pot, under the lip. So you can keep adding and removing paint for as long as you want. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it at that. I quite like that. And we've done that probably the quickest of all cacti. And I wanted to show you the finished piece. I'm just going to put my watercolour set away. So because I could only get 15 on each sheet, I'm going to have to do tomorrow's one, which is the final one, on another sheet. And I'm going to do a bigger one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint it, and then I've got 135 subscribers on my YouTube channel, and I'm going to pick the 150th, and I will send you the cactus, the painting, the final painting. So it's a challenge to you. Watch my videos, subscribe, like, do whatever you want to do, and then the 150th subscriber will get my cactus in the post. Okay, so that's a bit of a challenge for you. Okay, let's have a look at the final sheet. So let's zoom. I'm going to zoom out as much as I can on my camera so you can see them all. So there should be on this, oops, there should be, I can get rid of the wire. My camera only goes up so far on this arm. So I'm going to try and get it as high as possible. And then actually I'm not going to get the whole sheet on. So here we have, that's the top. And get it straight there. And if I move it slowly, then you can see all the videos on how to paint all of these cacti are on YouTube. So go and have a look. So that's 15, like that. So these are the last 15 that I did, this being the last one that we did today. So you can see the whole sheet and how amazing it looks. And hopefully I'll make some postcards out of this. I'm going to take a photograph of it and make some postcards and some prints. And then this is the first one we did. So here we have, let it just come into focus. Will it come into focus? Yeah, just. So this is the first one. Let me just move this over a bit. So you can see there's another 15. Okay, so I've got 2 sheets of cacti now. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Join me tomorrow for the final cactus. And if you want to do it bigger with me, you can do it in bigger. I'm probably going to do it A5, which is half of A4, which is a standard size. So if you've got a piece of watercolour paper that size, then join with me to do the final one. Okay, guys, see you tomorrow. Have a lovely Saturday.